Hello and welcome back to Whole and Centered Yoga. This class or sequence is the final of our 7 chakra series, Yoga Flows, and we will be working at our crown chakra. The crown chakra is actually located above the body, right on top of your head, and you can kind of feel resistance if you feel about a few inches above your head. The color of the crown chakra is violet, and it deals with the higher self, the divine. This is our connection to the divine, to our higher self, deep spirituality, all encompassed in the crown chakra. So we will be working on this chakra throughout this series today, and we'll be tuning into this energy. Make your way onto your mat. We'll start standing. Feet are together, hip width distance apart, or however wide you need them to be. And we'll find our hands together at heart center, tucking in the tailbone, drawing the crown up towards the sky, pulling the energy up from the tailbone, up towards the divine, towards the heavens, towards the sky, and breathing. Grounding down through the feet, of course. And just taking some time to really tune in to this grounding, standing meditation. Centering yourself. You can stay here as long as you'd like. Continuing to breathe. Deep cleansing inhales, open mouth exhales. Connecting with your higher self, setting that intention perhaps that you will connect with your higher self throughout this sequence. When you're ready, inhale your arms up towards the sky, exhale hands through heart center, making your way down towards the earth, and we're going to flow that through, inhaling the energy up towards the sky, exhaling hands through heart center, and then come into a halfway lift, reaching the crown forward. Exhale, forward fold, plant the palms, inhale the arms up towards the sky, gathering up the earth energy, exhaling as you bring the energy back through, grounding down. Inhale, halfway lift, crown reaches forward, exaggerate that crown movement, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, gather up the earth energy, returning and receding. Exhale, hands through heart center, forward fold, palms down towards the earth. Returning and receding. So we'll do this movement a few times through. You can do it however many times you want. Just bringing that intention that you're gathering up the earth energy, returning it to the heavens, and exhaling as you receive, grounding back down to the earth. Using your breath, doing everything with intention. Inhaling the arms up towards the sky, palms together to touch. Exhale, hands through heart center. And then we'll find our hands on our hips whenever you're ready. we're gonna plant into either the right or the left foot, whichever side you want to start on. We'll come into our tree pose. So for this, for beginner's sake, you're gonna either place the sole of the lifted foot on the inside of the calf, or you can keep it planted on the ground and just kind of kickstand. What you don't want to do is place that foot on your knee joint. If you are flexible and you'd like to place it up on the inside of your thigh, you can do that as well. Gaze at one single unmoving point. Breathe. Tuning into your balance. You can extend your arms out. Whatever you'd like to do with your arms here. Find some freedom, and then release that foot down whenever you've had enough. And we'll do it on the other side. So you can kickstand. First you want to plant into your standing foot, really ground down. Draw your tailbone in, reach out through the crown of your head, and then when you go to lift your foot, you can either kickstand it, bring it to the inside of the calf, avoiding the knee joint, or you can bring it up on the inside of your thigh. Whatever feels best in your body. You can bring your hands at heart center, namaste, or you can extend your arms out. You want to place your hands above your head. Whatever your body is calling, whatever your spirit is calling, honor that. Have some fun with it. It's okay if you waver. Just come back to your center. Place your hands at hips and release both feet down. Exhale, hands through heart center, forward fold, plant the palms, and then we're going to make our way into a wide-legged forward fold. With our legs out wide, inhale the arms high, exhale, hands through heart center. And we'll come into our prasarita. So feet are extended wide. You can pigeon toe the feet if you'd like to. You want to shift the weight onto the ball mounds of the feet. Work your tailbone up towards the sky. Reach your crown forward. Don't be afraid to place a bend in the knees if you need to. What we don't want is rounding in the spine, so only go as far as you can with your spine flat. You can crawl the arms back. You can grab for opposite ankles, opposite feet. If you're really nice and flexible, maybe your crown is even touching the ground. Just take a few rounds of breath here to really allow your body to stretch, release your crown, and then when you're ready, heel toe the feet in, heels in, toes out, burst open into your star pose. Extend the arms up towards the sky and slowly make your way as you extend the arms up towards the sky. And we're going to heel toe the feet all the way back to center. Coming back into our Tadasana standing pose. Inhale the arms up high. Exhale, palms through heart center. Plant the palms and make your way back into a downward facing dog. Pedal out the legs. Reach your tailbone up towards the sky. Press the chest back towards your thighs. Breathe here. And lower down onto your knees. Sink your hips back towards your heels, coming into a hero's pose. Now we're setting up for a rabbit posture, which I am expecting in this video. Please, please, please listen to your body. If you're expecting and this does not feel right, do not do it. For everybody else, again, listen to your body. You're going to grab for your heels, tuck your chin in and curl forward. You do not want to place excessive weight on your head once you make your way down. What you really want to focus on is lifting the hips and pulling at your ankles. You don't want to place excessive weight on the crown of your head. Continue to breathe. Again, I really wouldn't recommend this if you're expecting, unless you're extremely practiced and know your body. And then when you're ready, you're going to curl up slowly, uncoiling until you stack your crown. Your spine is completely stacked. Take your time and then inhale the arms up over your head. Exhale, hands through heart center. For this, we are going to make our way onto our spine. So if you are expecting, this is a good time to set up your props. If you're expecting, you don't want to be laying flat on your spine. So you would set up your bolster with your 2 blocks. Or you can just kind of, if you don't have access to a bolster, you can rest on your elbows. That's a good modification, just making sure that you're on an incline. And just take a second to rock from side to side, massaging out your sacrum, your tailbone, breathing. And then if you do have access to a bolster or blocks, or you can also use a long pillow, you are going to place that underneath your sacrum. So this is a supported, you're almost in a supported bridge pose at this point, and we're going to move into legs up the wall. So we're going to extend our legs up towards the sky. Take your time to adjust here. If you aren't expecting, you do not need to place yourself on an incline. Plant the palms into the earth and just reach the feet up towards the sky, rolling around the ankles, breathing. If you have access to an actual wall and you'd like to just scoot your bum up towards the wall and extend your legs up an actual wall, that feels really, really good too. So if you're at home, I recommend just doing it up against an actual wall. And again, if you're expecting, you just want to make sure that you're on an incline. So that's what the bolster's for, but you can also just use a pillow or a yoga block. So whatever you have access to. If you're not up against a wall, you can pedal out the legs, roll around the ankles, like whatever shapes you'd like. Just closing up the eyes, breathing. We're bringing some nice circulation back into the body. And this is a nice, gentle, passive inversion that you can do. Beginner-friendly inversion. And it honestly feels really good. You can stay here as long as you'd like. And when you've had enough, you can plant your feet back down onto the mat. Lift your hips and remove any props from underneath your sacrum. Roll over to one side, pressing up. Slowly. And then at this point, you would set up to be on your spine. So if you're expecting, if you do have access to 2 yoga blocks and a bolster or a long pillow, you would set up to be placed on an incline. You can look at the video to see how I did that. If you don't have access to those tools, you can come to a seat or find a place where you can kind of lay back on an incline. Hug your knees in towards your chest. And if you're not expecting, don't worry about the setup. Curl in, take a deep inhale, gathering up whatever you'd like to absorb from this practice. And on your exhale, release. Melt into your mat. Breathe. Resting into your Shavasana. Allowing the feet to fall out to the wide edges of the mat. Releasing your jaw, releasing any tension from your face. Shoulders melt into your mat or into your bolster. Palms face up. And just breathe. And you can stay here as long as you'd like. This is our Shavasana closing posture. I encourage you to stay here as long as you'd like.